Alright everybody, welcome to the Occult Gaming channel with me, your host, Backlog. Welcome back to Pumpkin Jack. This good old Halloween playthrough, and we are busting caps in this good old Halloween platformer. I don't know if you guys saw this coming. I doubt it, because I definitely didn't see this coming. But this is where that Jack influence comes in at, as in Jack and Daxter. Lovely. I do so enjoy our talks, but I'll make do without them. This is the end for you, Jack. You're in human territory now, and I might not be able to stop you with monsters, but I can give you hell from my own kind. They're still useful like that. Can't think of a voice for Jack. You're sick. Sadistic monster. Maniac. And you, my best subject, but here in the real world, I'm far past the need. You rely on that troublesome crow, but I've taken the liberty of creating a shield spell for my men. Your little friend will be powerless to hurt them now. If you want to kill my men, you'll have to get in there nice and close yourself. So why are you telling me this? For the sake of observation, watching you kill my men will give me very useful data. By the time we cross arms, I will know your every move. Until then, Jack. Don't know why I chose those voices, but for some reason I just wanted to voice those characters right there. We'll see how it goes going forward. Maybe I won't voice them, maybe I will. Just give you guys a little preview of Cringe Master Theater. There's gonna be more of that. If you enjoy that sort of thing with my Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories playthrough, go ahead and check that playlist out. Alright, got our crow. But yeah, this thing reminds me of the scatter gun in, I think it was called the scatter gun in Jak 2. The same sort of pushback effect. Big old concussive force. But yeah, once I got the sword and the spear, I knew the game was special. But once I got this shotgun, I was like, this game is operating on a whole different stratosphere in terms of the fun factor. Like, I'm dressed as a cowboy. I'm a pumpkin mercenary demon dressed as a cowboy, rocking a shotgun. Like, it doesn't get much better than that in a Halloween themed platform game. Like, yes please. It was then when I knew I was pretty much in love with this game. Look at that. That's cool. Cool. What's up here? To look around and see the level. Okay, we see the trebuchets are across the moat. Getting as many of these crow skulls as we can. Just make sure we get as much as we can and don't leave anything behind before we have to press forward. Yeah, I saw it too, bird, but what do I do with the plank? It didn't exactly tell me. Oh, do we gotta pick it up? I think that's an object we have to pick up. But I was too dumb to realize it. Or maybe they aren't active yet. Uh-oh. So we gotta talk to Owlie first. Four solid planks. And back to what we were doing. Yep, hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day myself. Decent little Tuesday. Today is October the 8th. This will be episode 3 of the playthrough. Do not know when I'm going to get this to you guys. Hopefully I get this to you guys sometime before Halloween. In total, I'll probably have maybe 7 or 8 of these episodes. At most, maybe 9. But I'm thinking 7 or 8 should do. And hopefully I got them all out before Halloween. But that means I'm going to have to put episode 1 out at some point in the next couple of days. But episode 1 is just in its rawest form. I gotta put everything together. I gotta convert some files over, convert the TS file over to an MP3, convert the sound files, edit the sound files. Then I gotta watch it back because I know I got some audio flubs in there, some messed up background noise. All that good stuff. I'm gonna try to get episode 1 out by the weekend, but man, my week's so busy. They attempted to steal my car again and messed up the steering column again, so I'm down a car. I started a new job. Got all this stuff happening, and still want to get some content out. Oh, and Legacy Kane changed my plans. Still need 1 plank. Legacy Kane changed my plans. I was moving a little bit too slow on the Darksiders playthroughs, but I still did want to do those before the end of the year. I've recorded a Darksiders 1 playthrough, a replay through of that, all achievements, and I recorded a Darksiders. I recorded 2 Darksiders 1 playthroughs, and I recorded 2 Darksiders 3 playthroughs. It's our last plank back here. This weapon's awesome. It pretty much changes the whole game, the way you play it. But yeah, Legacy of Kain straight up changed my plans. So I'm finally gonna be doing some Legacy of Kain playthroughs. I wanted to do more perfected playthroughs, but here's how I was gonna go with those Legacy of Kain playthroughs. If life doesn't kind of jam me up too much, I'm gonna have those Legacy of Plank. We'll talk to Owl first. Four pieces of wood helped us build this thing back up. That's awesome. But yeah, okay, the plan is this. I have a secondary channel for just raw playthroughs. And so the goal here is gonna be to put my raw Legacy of Kain playthroughs up on that. And then we'll reserve a Legacy of Kain guide for the main channel once the remake comes out. So I'm gonna make sure to have a remake playthrough for you guys, a straight up guide for it. But the original playthroughs on the PS3, I'm gonna do the PS3 for Blood Omen and Soul Reaver 1. Those are gonna be on PS3 and they're gonna be on my second channel, which currently I believe that channel is called I think Bellart Writes Backlog or BWOG Backlog or something like that. Completely dedicated to my backlog of games that I have not even come close to whittling down yet. Even though I stopped buying games this year, unless they're on super sale. So yeah, I'm going fully into Legacy of Kain. Hopefully I can do some Darksiders content at the start of next year. But I got a lot of things I'm doing, man. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of projects in the pipeline, but there's a lot more stuff going on than YouTube, guys. But the cool thing about YouTube is I am monetized, so that does help a bit. Not a ton, I'm not getting a ton of money, but all it means is that if the channel takes off a bit more, I can dedicate a bit more time to the channel, so. Okay. Here is our 5th Crow Skull. This level's pretty large, but it goes pretty quick. Of course, I'm gonna take my time. You guys should probably know that by now. Look for all the collectibles. This is an all achievement playthrough. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna name it that. All achievement, all trophy. But this is also a first time playthrough, a blind playthrough, so. We got the Gramophone here. It's a pretty cool song. I wish you could maybe use the Gramophones to change the stage BGM. The background music's cool, but it does loop, so occasionally you might want to change it up. Knights versus Shotgun. Shotgun 1, Knight 0. Although that might be like Shotgun 3, Knight 0. Yeah, Legacy can't totally change my plans, but I'm so behind. Like, when it comes to Legacy of Kain, I'm such a passionate fan that I don't want to have a playthrough that's lacking with Legacy of Kain. And I know personally that my lore knowledge isn't the top notch for the series. For that, you'll probably want to go to like a Reign of Aldrin or a Strictly Fantasy. Like, those people are like up on their lore. But I have wanted to do a Legacy of Kain playthrough for such a long time because I love all 5 games. But I wanted to do it right. which meant I wanted to play through each game like 3 times before I did the before I recorded it to perfect it, to memorize it. And of course, waist high water kills Jack here. Yep, tapping shotgun and L1 in intervals does help out with that. Help me take him out, do a little bit more damage. Whenever the red light is on, it means you are spotted. And about to get blasted. It's kind of annoying right there. This thing's a little finicky to push it. Looks like you can get the cannon to hit the enemies too. You can charge the shotgun as well. Charge shot. Oh. Yeah, we're really taking it to this place. See a crow skull over there. See, maybe 2. Maybe. I think we saw another one up top too. See some activity behind here. Possibly some activity on the other side. Though if memory serves, I don't actually think there was anything over here. Nope. Okay, gonna look around right quick. We didn't really get to do much over here except expire. Even more than we already technically are. As an undead skeleton pumpkin. Alright, that's where we came from. Trying to see if there's anything over here, any sort of secrets or shortcuts. Looks like we're clear to progress. Jump and attack to do a dash, Jack. So this is kind of like test your strength, but you gotta do consecutive attacks to raise the bell. You have to hit the red glowing nodes. It's not as easy as it sounds. Maybe if you do it randomly, your luck's like really good. Almost got it. Whack-a-mole. Wait, apologies in advance for the ASMR. If it's too gross, I will edit it out. But I have some tea here I would like to enjoy. Shout outs to a German spy. I don't have anything fancy here. But from one of his I watched some of his content back in the day, and he got me into the Harney and Sons tea. I did order that a couple of times. Crow Skull number 9. But this is just Lipton and cane sugar. Nothing fancy here. Alright, another Crow Skull. There's a part in Darksiders Genesis that actually kind of reminds me of this right here. I think it was at the end of the first level. Oh, this friggin' race. I did not like this race. Cart thing. This cart thing's a little bit confusing. I don't even quite remember how to play. These guys are easy to take out though, so if you have a slow start, don't worry about it. You'll catch up to them in no time. They do have weird slingshot AI or rubber band AI. Like literally, like they'll just shoot in front of you randomly. But you still have the crow to take them out, and you can run into them. They actually get blown up quite easily. So I just say take them out however you can, because they have that weird slingshot rubber band AI. We almost won, but the one did continue to go even though we hit them. And if they get there first, it's a game over. Looks like you have to tap it maybe or hold it, I'm not sure. So I'm thinking of like what's the best strategy here, because whatever you do, you're always gonna have enemies. They're always gonna come out of nowhere. So I think I figured some sort of strategy out. I'm trying to see if it's visually, like if I can ascertain what the hell I did. I know you just consistently run a really good race and take these guys out the whole time, you'll be good to go. And it's not the hardest thing in the world to do that. Yeah, we just ran a good race right there. Yeah, if you guys have trouble with that race, let me know. I'm trying to like think of a strategy, but looks like I just like outcrowded them. I kept in front of them pretty well, but they didn't try to like shoot in front of me, so I don't know if I just got lucky there or what. Alright, number 12. I think we're making a good pace. Typically when we see the skin character, they're gonna be on the side, not on the main path. We do have enough to get a new skin as well. Hopefully we get something good. Corposis? Why did he say it like that? That fresh look, fresh skin. The buzzer's looking kind of cool. Maybe I'll get this. Again, it's the colors. The colors kind of ruin it. It's a cool looking costume, but the colors are like not very good. Trying to figure out if this water's gonna kill me. And it does. You take a slight step to the side and the water just murders you. That might actually be the worst part of the game, is the water. Legit. The water's kind of game breaking in a way. Like, I can see the water that really pissing somebody off enough to not play it anymore. It's such a small thing, but I can see that really being just so nonsensical to somebody. It's just kind of funny to me. It's kind of hilarious. But I can't really see that pissing somebody off. Shield down. Now this feels like Fortnite or something. This whole setup here feels like Fortnite. Another night. This is another one of those situations where they kind of should have picked one thing and stuck with it. Like the knights and the trebuchet is a little bit much. In terms of like it just breaking up the pace a little too much. It's not horrible. It just feels a little excessive. But I suppose it is challenging at the very least. Because if you only pushed it, that would, I suppose that wouldn't be very challenging. Okay, we are at the boat. No, you guys love these boat parts. Five-finger feed to your face. So yeah, I actually do find these boat parts to be really exciting. Okay, let's get over here. Okay, we don't have to do that again. That's the good part. We don't really have to fight these enemies. We just have to avoid their attacks. Okay, we can't go through this stuff. We have to avoid it. Yeah, remember when he says that, go right away. The gun's really good for these guys. They aren't even getting close to me. More. We gotta find our way across. Remember, we don't have to fight these guys. Get some HP from those items. Okay, we just gotta time it to meet up with the boat. Over here, we're jumping ship. Maybe we could have got to the boat sooner, but for us, that jump ship means nothing until we get to this over here. Right, we have arrived. This part, I believe for this part, this is what I'm remembering. I think I do leave a crow skull behind here. If this is what I'm remembering, I'm trying to recall. This actually might not be what I'm thinking it is. I think I am thinking of a later level. Alright, we are avoiding the water. Got 15. Yeah, we did not come from here. That was a good call right there. Number 16. Because if you aren't paying attention, you think that this is where you came from. Definitely ain't. Okay, I think we got a decent number of skulls here. I think we're ready to move on. Still trying to recall if this is the level I'm thinking about still. This definitely isn't the part of the level I was thinking about, but it still might be the level I'm thinking about. Was there anything in that water? Okay, there might be a skull in that water somewhere, but I'm not recalling it. So we're gonna keep it moving. But if you guys got a little time on your hands, just check that water area. Okay, this one's harder than the last one. I don't know how I missed that one. Okay, we got skull number 17. Kind of neat. Uh-oh. Okay, this looks like Death City over here. Luckily, it's not too much pushback on their shots. I mean, none at all, really. The charged shotgun goes right through their barrier. Don't know how I knew that, but I seem to have instinctively figured that out. this. I'm not sure if this is the way to go or what, but it looks like it. Looks like we found progress, maybe accidentally. Crow skull. At this point, I don't know if I am behind on skulls or not. The pacing feels good for skulls, but it almost feels like I left part of the level behind too, so I'm not sure. But we press on, and we'll figure it out later. I think I realized there was part of the level I hadn't explored, or I thought I hadn't explored yet. Okay, and we progress into the city part. It's like a whole different game once you get the dang shotgun. Honestly, each weapon feels like a different game. Alright, we got number 19. So maybe the pace is good. We'll see. I'm just paranoid. Even watching it back, I'm paranoid. Rat tunnels. Trying to overwhelm me with rats. Not gonna do it. I'm the ultimate rat exterminator. There's our last crow skull. Looks like we were well on pace. Didn't leave any behind. Paranoia wasn't necessary. Skele-Town. Now we can play the rest of the level without a worry. I do love that. Once you've collected everything, there's not really anything else to collect. You can just run and jump and progress to your heart's content. And now we do combat. And this is quite a swift hour-long level, I can honestly say. We used to joke around about that with Sonic Unleashed. The Werehog stages, like how you can blaze through a stage in an hour and a half with the Werehog and still get that A rating, that S ranking or whatever. Okay, another race. The monster from before. More parts. This one is of course more difficult than the last one. But they also are dumber this time around too. It is more difficult, but they're also a lot, like, much dumber than last time around. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. You might just get randomly lucky and they just all crash into different stuff. Like that. But then you might also randomly crash into stuff. It's just a harder course than the last one. Was that the strategy I came up with? I think if you tag them once, it just slows them down, so you don't have to worry about more racers coming. Tag them once, slow them down. And really just kind of focus on surviving. That's really it. Yeah, and if you stay in front of them, they can't do their slingshot bullshit. So do your best to, like, stay in front of them so they can't do that random boost. It's easiest to stay in front of two of them at a time. Like this. And the third always gonna do some crazy stupidity. There you go. And that's it. Alright, we got our boss fight. This was an interesting boss fight. This boss fight is mostly easy, but it can possibly give you trouble. That's what I'll say. It can possibly give you trouble. King of the monsters.
Me am Dhor, me am king of the monsters. Dhor crush city, Dhor crush humans.
How eloquent. Sounds like we share some common goals.
Don't smell human on you, Dhor crush humans.
Hey, take it easy, big boy. I may be on your side, but I won't be bullied.
Dhor crush you.
Wow, monsters really are thick as molasses. Alright, you big lummox, this is your final warning. Walk away while you still have legs to walk with.
Grrr. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Probably the last time I'm gonna attempt voice acting. I definitely blazed through that. Wasn't. That thing is dead, the other monster will fall. It wasn't super easy for me to figure out what to do in this fight. But once you figure out what to do, the fight's a lot, much easier. but it's very easy to get confused by what you're supposed to do in this fight. Especially this part. It's like, what is this crap? Yo, strafe in a circle strategy works every time. And just remember, you cannot fight these bosses like regular enemies. You have to do the gimmick. You have to do the gimmick 3 times in a row. Classic Nintendo boss. The gimmick with him is you gotta get him to destroy the tower. So there are some impediments to get in the way of that. These stage hazards, for instance. Okay, and he destroyed the tower for the 2nd time. So we have to avoid damage. This is complete arena damage, and then he was going to throw these hammers. We can avoid them with the simple circle strafe, but looks like I'm not going to make it. Took a little too much damage there. But now that you know what to do, you can avoid a lot of damage at the beginning. You can avoid all that damage I took right at the start. Yeah, well, that we realize. It's like we're in a bit of a loop. You might want to let him attack. Or maybe there's a timer on it, I'm not quite sure. Okay, I don't know how much damage we can do to this thing, but maybe we can try it out. I think he has to be the one to break down the tower. I think he has to hit it directly with his hammer. Splash damage won't do it. Okay, tower 1 down. Gonna do this. Very easy to avoid attack. Do dodge rolls. Okay, we're doing this now. This is very easy to avoid attack as well. Circle strafe. Okay, we got crates galore around the arena, so take that when it comes to health. Phase 2 with the siege machine. Okay. Corner here. Okay, camera kind of messed up our orientation, disoriented us, but we're good. There's plenty of these stage hazards. Okay, we just gotta avoid his projectiles now. Circle strafe. Delayed movement. He did hit us with the last one. I might have to let him get a couple of attacks off before. Figured going this way was the better bet. couple attacks off, and we got our third and final siege machine. These guys will only get hit by his attacks. Well, my attacks too, but they won't get hit by these stage hazards. Third and final blow. We took down Dhor. And we got a new weapon. This one looks cool, right? But I don't know. I don't know if anything is cooler than the sword when it comes to melee weapons.
The tides are finally starting to turn for Jack and his team. Finally, they're catching up to the cold-hearted wizard. Much to his unrelenting anger. Discovering a human city fighting to keep the devil's monsters at bay, Jack barges inside as a conquering hero to the darkness. Even with the soldiers doing everything they could to stop Jack from getting inside the city, Jack broke through their defenses and laid siege to the castle town. But as he broke into the city, so did the mindless monsters outside. Now caught in the middle of war for the heart of the city, Jack was forced to slay the mighty Dhor and crush the humans' resistance at the same time. But his efforts have surely paved the way to victory, as the gates have been opened to a massive cemetery beyond the city. Amongst the tombstones and coffins, Jack is sure to find the key to tracking down the conniving wizard.
I love these. Alright, episode's about to end, guys. Appreciate you. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. Take care all. Peace.
City.